Ooh, look at this, guys. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. This is what we need in every trap. All right, guys, we're out here. We are out on the boat, and I'll tell you, this is my second day of being out here pulling traps, but I'm gonna give you a little kind of a quick recap of what's going on, because yesterday I recorded all day, and at night when I went to charge the cameras for today and take the SD cards out of it, I noticed that the head camera, the SD card wasn't all the way inserted into the camera. Man, and that's a bummer, man. I didn't have a chance to look at the footage. It was super late, and without the head camera, it's really not gonna be, you can't see anything of what I'm doing. So I don't know if I could even use any of that footage from yesterday, but hopefully I can. Hopefully it just popped out at some point, or I don't know, man. I've never seen that before. And normally the camera will tell you if the SD card's not in it, it starts beeping, and I didn't hear it, honestly. I hope we could use that footage, but you see me out here pulling traps, and if you've been following along on the last video, we said, hey, hopefully the next time we talk, when we were dropping the traps, we are back to fishing again. And we are fishing, but here is the synopsis. The buyers are still not buying crab. So we basically had the first week of crab, and then they shut it down. Didn't even last a week. We pulled for a couple days, and all the buyers decided they weren't gonna buy anymore because there's too much crab, they said, and they can't get rid of all the crab. So we've been stuck. No fishermen have been fishing, but now we're on week 3. This is the 3rd week of the closure where they're not buying crab. And I mean, this is how I make my money. You know, I can't just sit at home and do nothing. And now when these traps don't have bait, they're doing nothing. You just got little plastic crates sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Nothing is gonna go in there. The crab doesn't go in there looking for shelter or a home. They go in there because of the bait to eat. So I just decided we're gonna come out here, we're gonna pull the traps, and we are going to sell the crab ourselves. So you have to have the right licensing for that, and we have it, so we could sell it. And I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I need to get some money. You know, the season is 6 months long. You spend a week dropping all the traps, you spend another week picking them all up at the end of the season. You know, you got Thanksgiving in the middle of that, Christmas week. So you start tallying it all up, the weeks that you can fish. We've missed a tremendous amount of time already, and at the peak season of the crab season, which is right now in the beginning. If you don't get it in the beginning, you're gonna miss out. The catch is always really high at the beginning. There's a lot of crab, nobody's been fishing for them, and then it significantly drops. As the water gets colder, crab starts, I don't know where they go. People say they go to deeper water. I have no idea. But I just know that they're not going in our traps. If you live in Dade County here in Miami or Broward, and you wanna buy some crab, guys, I'm gonna put my Instagram here. You guys could send me a message on Instagram. We'll get together over the phone, or send me an email. I'll drop my email here at the bottom, and I'll give you a call, and we could plan it out. Ooh. Look at this, guys. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. This is what we need in every trap. Look at that. Oh, guys, look at this claw. So you see this guy here, either somebody harvested the other claw or he let go of that claw in a battle, he was in danger or whatever. And now he's got this little short one, but take a look at this one. This is an unbelievable size claw. Unbelievable. So guys, like I was saying, if you live here, Miami, Broward County, you want to buy some crab, if you want to eat the freshest seafood, and I think I've said this before, you got to get it directly from the fisherman. There's no middleman involved. It literally is coming on this boat, and from here it's going to your house. I know everybody, all the places that sell it advertise, hey, yeah, it's straight from the boats to your house. But there are many people in between that process of getting it from that boat to the person that's selling it to you for you to take it to your house. We're gonna eliminate all those middlemen, and we're gonna give a ridiculous price so that everybody can eat some stone crab at a really cheap price compared to what the market is. So if you wanna eat some crab, hit me up, send me an email, send me a message on Instagram, and we'll connect over the phone and coordinate it. But that's what we're gonna do now. There's a lot of the fishermen that I know, obviously they have to have the wholesale and retail license, and they're starting to do it as well, because we can't just sit back. We can't sit back and do nothing. You know, and if you've been following along with us, you know that this summer I made a huge investment into getting more traps. So in the off season, you're not generating any revenue. All of that is going on credit cards. And then you do that because at the start of the season, you know that you're going to start making money and you get to pay off those credit cards. But if the season starts and you can't make any money, you can't pay off the credit cards. Hopefully the video from yesterday is good, man, guys. I'll tell you, I don't know how today's going to shape out. I am hoping that we're going to hit, you know, these traps here that I'm pulling today caught way more crab than the traps that I pulled yesterday. And yesterday's traps were off the chain. We finished off the day with 138 pounds. 138 pounds, which was phenomenal. Woo! Come back to you, buddy. But today, it has been extremely slow at the start of the day. So I'm hoping that maybe we just hit a bad patch at the beginning and the rest of the day will be a good day. Oh, buddy, you might have a good one too. Oh, Nelly. Here we go. We need a few of those and we'll be good. And guys, today I am running on fumes. Last night, I got home, and by the time I finished cooking all the crab, loading up the boat with the bait, all the process for today and yesterday's work, I went to bed at midnight, and I had gotten up at 2:30 in the morning, and I wanted to be up at 2:30 today, but I mean, I went to bed at midnight. So I got up at 3:30. So I'm running on 3.5 hours of sleep, and I am dragging you know what. So far we're 54 traps into the day, and we've only caught 54 claws, which is, you know, clubber trap, you always hear me say, yeah, it's good, but not this early in the season, it's not good. I mean, I started off yesterday, I mean, I hit a roadblock yesterday, where I pulled like, I don't know, it was like 25 and 50, 75 traps, and probably only 10, 12 of them caught. That was tough. So I'm hoping that maybe, like yesterday, we had that really bad patch. Oh, look at that remora swimming right there next to the boat. It's an interesting sign. So those remoras, look at them right there. They're the ones that attach to the sharks. So yeah, guys, I'm hoping that maybe the beginning of today was the bad ones, and we'll just keep hitting some good patches. Let's see. We definitely need the crab. And so why I'm so tired is because, you know, I really have all of our gear. We pull it in, you know, me and you pull it, I pull it, in 3 days. But the problem is that the third day, we are getting a nasty, nasty storm coming. We're gonna have winds that are gonna be in excess of 30 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour. We're gonna have like 5 to 7 foot seas. So I do not wanna be working a 12-hour day in that. That's extremely dangerous. So what I'm trying to do yesterday and today, I keep doing extra traps, so it's taking me longer into the night to lessen the load on that last day, so I don't have to be out here. You know, maybe I could get it to a 6-8 hour day versus being out here for 12 or 14 hours in that weather. It's very dangerous conditions. You can see how beautiful the seas are today, and there's nobody out here pulling traps. It's unbelievable. This closure is really affecting a lot of people and their families. Come on, baby. Oh, I see somebody in there. Okay. This guy's got one. One and two. All right, 3 more. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not huge ones, but we'll take them right now. We'll take anything. You know, we had a stellar day yesterday, but I'm really starting to worry because the traps that I dropped in the last video, the ones that we built new traps, I pulled them yesterday. I didn't catch a single crab in it, in any of them. They've been in the water for 10 days. So I'm really wondering if the crab that we had in those traps is crab that came in the days right after the first pull, before when the closure happened. Come on. And I'm wondering if the crab now is really starting to slow down. Seeing a lot of traps with no crab in it. So guys, I'm going to show you here, if you haven't seen it before, this is how you measure it. From that little knuckle right there in the shell, you clip it here, and if the claw stays above the gauge like this, it's good. If the claw were to go below the gauge, then it's not good. And in talking to the lobster guys, they're not seeing a lot of crab in their traps. And they've been pulling because there's no closure on lobster. And they're seeing their crab catches go down a lot. So hopefully we didn't miss it this year. And this turns out to be a really bad year for us. So fingers crossed that we can still continue to keep catching these guys. I could definitely see a major difference in these traps that I'm pulling today versus when I pulled them at the beginning of the season. And really, I'd say the beginning. This is only the second time I've pulled the traps because they closed it right after we started. There's guys out there that couldn't even finish pulling all their gear and they closed it. You know, these guys that have thousands of traps, you know, that takes days, you know, a week, sometimes, you know, depending on how many you got. It goes into 2 weeks to get them all, 3 weeks to get them all pulled, so. All right, here we go. All right, 4 in that one, baby. Let's keep it going. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and pull another 1 or 2. Guys, I'm exhausted, man. It's like a miracle that I'm out here today. When that alarm went off 3.5 hours after I went to bed, I couldn't even move. I mean, I heard it go off and I woke up. It's like, I can't believe it's already been 3.5 hours. I'm hurting. Took a lot of caffeine and Motrin to get out here, and I am feeling it now, man. I am running on fumes. But like the saying says, you gotta get it while the getting is good. And right now it's good, so we gotta get it. We gotta get it, but it's getting me. It's getting me, guys. I'm got too much getting. Too small. And this guy's gonna have 1. Let's double check them. Yeah, plenty good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know, I think I said it in one of the videos. I bought these Milwaukee brand markers that say that they write on oil, they write on anything, water, no problem. So I'm like, well, that's great, because out here, I got everything's wet, and so you get drops of water. One drop touches the Sharpie, it's dead. It's over. So so I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and buy it. If there's somebody from Milwaukee watching, and you want to send me the supposedly there's one that's better than this one. It's like a paint, like a paints, or I don't know how it works. I saw it on, read about it online. But the first day, yesterday, using it, I'm super excited with my new Milwaukee marker that's gonna write on water. One drop of water, I dropped, this bloop went down, touched it, no good. So I'm in the same boat, but today I brought one of my daughter's crayons. We're gonna test out the crayon and see how that works. But guys, I'm gonna keep pulling. I gotta blast this music. I gotta get a Red Bull. It's 9:10 in the morning. And I got to finish all the traps today. You see this beautiful day. It's going to be a nightmare tomorrow. So I got to jam out. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit, baby. Let's go. All right, guys. So I can't bring you back to show you. I have to. This is a nightmare, guys. I got been monitoring the storm on the radar. Huge storm. It's man, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I've got 60 traps left, so I was gonna pull them until you know, sundown. But you could see we were, you know, this storm here, and right now all that is just rain and lightning. And so it started developing real quick around me, and there were a couple lightning strikes that like made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And there's no crabs that are worth getting struck by lightning on a boat. That is an extremely dangerous situation. We're the highest point. We've got our antenna sticking straight up. Not a good situation to be in. So I'm looking at this thing here. I'm gonna have to run all the way up into downtown Miami to cut into Biscayne Bay. And hopefully by then it keeps moving and not getting bigger, and I can get on the back side of it to get to the marina. But boat is a nightmare. Look at how dirty it is. This is what it looks like, by the way, guys. This is all the mud and all the stuff that is on the ropes and the traps, and it's all over the place. But I'll show you real quick what we've caught today. And I got a bunch of broken traps again today from the crabs. But if we take a look here, we got about, I would say, 80 pounds in here today. Easily would have, probably would have gotten to what we did yesterday, but you did not want to play around with lightning. Rain is no problem, we put on our foul weather gear, but the lightning strikes are loud and they're close. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Hopefully the video from yesterday, the head camera is good, and I can show that to you guys. Maybe if it's not, I'll do some short because it was a ton of crabs. If I could show you guys something, I'll do it. But by the time you see this one, you would have known that would have come out first. But I got to put all these cameras away, and I got to try to figure out how to get around this thing and get back home safely. So I will see you guys on day 3 in rough seas and freezing temperature, baby. Let's go.